Welcome back, everyone. Episode 15 of Modern Dynasty is out, so I'll give you guys my top 9 moments from the episode, and I'll break things down. As always, I'll be doing videos for all of the episodes of this series, so make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when my next video drops. This episode starts off 3 months later with Sammy sporting a new baby bump. And not only is she sporting that new baby bump, she also gets to meet up with the newly freed man, Joe. And guess who else is there? Of course, Marco, the Uber driver, is there to pick up Joe and Sammy. Instantly, Joe orders Marco around as if he's just a worker. Oh my. Yep, that's my exact expression. That bedroom scene, that intimacy, that romance seems just a little bit strained. There were some forced smiles and some forced kisses there. Hey, the brothers are all back. But that also means Chloe is also back, but she seems like she's much better. She's gotten over some of the bitterness, and maybe things have actually turned a leaf for her. And of course, they need a big family dinner to celebrate the return of Joe. After the big family dinner, Marco is back home with his mom and is saying how on the surface it seems like Maka is back to normal and that things are calm, but in reality he knows as well as anyone else that behind closed doors, everyone, and I mean everyone, is fighting for money and power within that family. Always has, and it always will. With Joe coming back to the office, he'll be taking on more of an advisory role at first, but it definitely looks like he's doing a lot of investigating and just watching of how Marco and Sammy interact. At the end of Marco's presentation, Joe actually says that he thinks that Marco gave a great presentation and that he agrees with most of the things that he had said. But as Sammy's about to call the meeting, that very last moment, Joe raises his hand and he also chimes in and has a little proposal of his own. He wants to restart that project on the land that he had bought from before he got thrown in jail. Oh, here we go. Another kendo fight scene. This time, both guys are not holding back. Slightly different reaction from Sammy's perspective this time around. Oh, look. After the match, another dinner where Joe ditches Sammy. So guess what? Marco is the lucky recipient of the honor to take Sammy to dinner. And to add to that, it's the same restaurant that Sammy and Marco went to years back when Joe had ditched to visit Mandy. Chloe and her friend go to a bar and they take a picture, and while they're there, they look on the picture board and they see a picture of Marco and Sammy. They zoom it in, and for sure, it's Marco and Sammy making out. What actually happened? I didn't think Sammy and Marco actually did anything. I thought it was all just in Marco's imagination, but could this have been? Could they actually have hooked up or have actually been doing some stuff on the side? Oh man, this is spicy here. Back over to Thomas and Daiko. They had their usual golfing match, and after their win, they talk some business. And Daiko mentions that he's on Thomas's side. They both don't agree with what Joe's trying to do, and if it comes down to Joe's plan or Thomas's plan, the board will always side with Joe. So what he has to do, so what Daiko has to do, is stick up and stand up for Thomas. So in the next scene, Joe meets up with the potential collaborator on his next big project. And this is where he finds out that Gamlong, which is the person that he's trying to collaborate with, hired this loser boy up here. I don't know if you can see his face, but that loser boy is Chelsea's ex, and he is now assisting Gamlong in all of its big operations. They agree to do some sort of business together, but all of the intricacies of the deal will be discussed in a later time. After this, Chelsea's ex triggers some thoughts into Joe's mind. He starts talking to Joe and says that he had nothing to do with throwing Joe into jail. He was the one that was getting framed. And that if you look at the whole entire situation, out of everyone who benefited from Joe going to jail, who benefited the most? And he points the finger solely at Marco. And of course, Joe, being Marco's best friend, was like, why would Marco do this to me? And this is where Sun Haoming, so this little sneaky snake, said, there are 4 things that men will fight over. Number 1, women. Number 2, money. Number 3, power. And number 4 is for revenge. With all this in Joe's mind, he continues to tell Biu Kaofu to go look into Marco. Oh my goodness. So there's a flashback where Joe appears in all of the previous scenes that we've seen of Marco and Sammy's interactions. He was there behind Marco when Marco was at Sammy's first ever interview. Marco was actually asking Joe for his opinion on what he should do to ask out a girl that he liked. And of course for Marco, he was going to be asking out Sammy. Joe was there, walked in on them while they were having lunch. Joe was there, outside of the door when Marco had the tickets for Cats. And because he was there and he overheard Marco's plan to take Sammy out for Cats, that whole bit about him sending him out for an extended time after finding Jung Sam-suk, all of that stuff was done to just get him out of the country. Because guess what? He uses that opportunity to go get with Sammy. Joe, oh my goodness, this guy sneakily goes up to Marco and his mom's place and smooth talks his way into dropping off a document inside of Marco's room. But let's be real, he's just sneaking in to try to dig up some dirt. Oh man, he is about to find those rings. He sees it, opens it up, and sees the rings, and guess what? There's an engraving that says Sammy inside of the rings. I didn't even know that this was there the first time around. Oh my goodness, and at the end of this, he even gets a picture sent to him of Sammy and Marco kissing. My goodness, I am losing my mind. Things are heating up again. So if you want to continue staying in the fire, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to keep the heat up. Let's try to get this channel up to 100 subscribers by the time this series ends. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I'll see you on the next episode. Take it easy. Peace.